Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Horizon Zero Dawn, The Frozen Wilds, on PlayStation 4 Pro. Okay, so we just got done with the trial. Now I'm sure there's more fetch quests for us to do. I'll have to go to the older part of the map to do the rest of my upgrades to like my satchel and my resources. Since it doesn't seem like there's enough of the animals that appear for me to do that here in this part of the game. Which is kind of stupid when there's no fast travel. But what can you do? I'm hoping that's more of a thing in the sequel. I mean, a lot of things already don't make sense. What's the harm of having fast travel? What's the harm of being able to teleport? You know, the game doesn't have infallible logic.
Long Notch is well stocked, as you asked.
And our scouts are watching for more frost claws.
But our purpose was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Stay prepared. Sharpen your spears. Should we not return, defending the cut falls to you. If our chieftain agrees with this course.
Sounds like good advice, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Chieftain?
The weight of command is no small burden.
I can see that.
You're in Aurea.
Why should I? This is what she wanted. To return to Thunder's drum. It is her only care. So I should have known she would find a way to push aside my spear. After the Karja took my sister, not all of her came back.
What happened to her?
What happened to Aurea when she was a captive of the Karja?
As a shaman, she's adept with machines. Tracking them, stunning them. The Karja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent. They made her part of their blood sport. The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured. Endured by reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose. And now that's all she has.
The first expedition?
Tell me what happened to the first expedition.
Rhea led the way to the summit, but it was blocked by a great door. Some kind of cauldron, new metal. We tried to break through, but it was unflinching. We were exhausted, no way forward and machines behind. I made the call to push back. It cost us greatly. But to remain would have cost us everything. I had hoped to never subject Araya to that again.
What's past the door?
What do you think is beyond that door?
I do not know. That expanse of metal, that dead hum. Nothing sacred belongs there. Machines and death, that's what the mountain holds. Death for us or for the daemon.
And if we do find the spirit?
Then perhaps we should put it out of its misery.
Oh, wow.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're coming with me.
Someone has to keep Araya safe.
Alright, what the hell do you guys want? I'm sure there's nothing interesting.
You're Aloy, right? My pop... Bergund, told me you might be heading up to see me. Varja, pleasure. Hey, that spear is really something. You've customized her, haven't you?
I've made a change or two. You've got an eye for weapons.
I wish these Banuk agreed with you. I can't seem to sell scrap to a Glentalk around here. Everyone wants boring old bows and spears. I like the more unusual stuff. And the Banuk can get unusual. Like that spear Aratak hauls around. An ice rail. Ooh, or that weapon of Araya's. What I wouldn't give to poke around inside one of those. Feel the lightning on my fingers. Or inside of anything, really. Last commission I had was a month ago. A weapon that spat fire. That didn't go well.
Aratak's weapon?
You think you could improve Aratak's spear?
I've never seen a weapon that couldn't be improved by Oseram craft. You know, I tried to ask him if I could hold her once. Even offered to improve her for free.
How'd that go?
How do you think? He just grunted and kept walking.
I've got a storm slinger.
So, let's say someone you know happened to have a weapon like Araya's.
You don't.
See for yourself.
Of course. Look at the... So the coils generate the spark, but the power source isn't even bolted in. I won't lie. She's beautiful. But there's beautiful and then there's beautiful. What we need is a Stormbird Talon. Lightning flows over them like water off a goose. And I know where one is. Hunt it with me, I'll turn that weapon into your new best friend. And second best.
About improving the storm slinger.
You're sure you can fix up this thing?
You bet. Probably. Just need that Stormbird Talon.
You got the fire forge.
A weapon that spits flame, huh? Like this one? I took this thing off an Oseram bandit. Think you could do anything with it?
You got my forge fire back? Well, if you took down Olgrid and his goons for this thing, I guess she's yours now.
Why don't you finish it for me first? Make her into the weapon she was supposed to be.
Thought you'd never ask. I'm gonna need a bellowback snout. Any bellowbacks will do. Can you handle it alone?
I think I can manage that.
Oops.
This forge fire of yours, what do you need to finish it up?
Like I said, a bellowback snout ought to do it. I'm not picky.
So you want to hunt a Stormbird? I haven't seen any in the cut.
That's right. But one roost back near Freeheap. How about a break from all this white? I'll meet you there. What? People expect you to hike for miles, hunt huge machines alone, and just bring stuff back?
Mostly.
Not me. I'm fierce.
Good to see you. Outlander. I've heard of you, Huntress. Each of the many verses of your song tells of an impossible victory.
I got a song
Notes
now?
echo across the cut.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
That I know. My song used to echo around Banur. Umnak, the hunter of legendary machines. That's why I'm here. For another. They call it the claws beneath. Or they did when I was younger. Its defeat would have given my song a fine end. I used to travel between Banur and the cut without stopping to sleep. But this trip, my bones ache, Huntress.
Well, you're kind of old. Man,
But you,
my bones ache too.
out hunting Aratak, leading your own Werak. If half your song is true, you are the only hunter I trust to go in my place.
You want me to hunt for you?
Not just for me, no. For an old friend.
The older me. Hunting your place?
You want me to hunt in your place? Is that some kind of Banuk custom?
Well, perhaps it should be, but no. We survive and we prevail, until we fail to do either. I confess, this is not easy for me.
Seems pretty easy.
For any other machine, I would die as I have lived. A Banuk hunter, weapon raised. But too many good lives have been lost to the claws. Throwing my old corpse atop the pile accomplishes nothing.
Well, it will stop you from whining.
Better to live in a world without the claws than to die while it still makes children orphans.
Umnak song?
Sounds like you've got a reputation.
To be Banuk is to push your body to its limits.
I found my limits higher than most. Fearsome machines needed killing, and in my youth, I found I had a talent for killing them. Even now, my name carries such weight that when the claws beneath re-emerged, the Werak came to me.
Do you still have the same faith in yourself that your Werak seems to have?
Perhaps I did. Before I held my bow in shaking hands. Noticed, for the first time, the spots on my knuckles.
Well, that's from
What a
jerking off.
strange thing it is to be old. To stare backward and see such distance. But to stare forward at a looming wall.
Ah, it's not so bad.
This machine, the claws beneath. Why travel all the way to the cut just to hunt it?
Some songs. They include a refrain. The return of a past moment. It seemed fitting.
You've hunted this thing before.
Must have been 20 winters past. We were so close to bringing the claws to bay. Closer than anyone else ever got.
We?
Me and my friend. He was a chieftain of my Werak then, a skilled hunter. Every few years, the claws would emerge in a new location. I knew of 2 chieftains he'd sent to their burial pyres. My friend became the 3rd. This hunt, I had hoped to complete it in his honor.
Oh, get your ass moving then. Sure.
This is obviously important to you, Umnak. Are you sure you want someone else to take down this machine?
No, I am no longer a match for the claws beneath, if I ever was. If I face it, it will kill me. Of this I have no doubt. The Banuk blood in my veins screams at me to take on the claws myself. But I must see it brought down. And dead men see precious little.
All right, Umnak. I'll do what I can.
I've no doubt you can do quite a lot.
Actually, I think that people
The
see a lot.
stories say the claws
They just
beneath
can't tell you about
returns
it.
here only once every 6 winters. The whispers I've heard say it now makes its home on the northeast edge of the cut. Hunt well.
Some faithless hunters see the blue light as a symbol of something.
Oh, really? It'll take a while to save. Does it ask my parents for permission or something?
How do you claim the mantle of chieftain?
Okay, so I need forge fire ammo pouch. I don't really need that. What do you hear? Fishbone. Fishbone. I don't even know where to get one.
You must prove your worth every day.
I don't even know where you get fish. Firebreak level 50, huh? Well, I'm not doing that quest. Don't even think I'll hit level 50 by the time I finish the DLC. Or expansion, I guess is what they really call it. It's more than just DLC. It's the old term for what we used to call DLC. Of course, back then you had to press a disc, so you had to give it a fair amount of content.
What warmth feels like out here.
Aloy, this is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit, and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a chance I would have had alone. I needed an outsider. Someone ignorant of our ways, but no, not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Araya?
Yes, of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for making this pilgrimage possible. I only wish it had not been necessary to humiliate Aratak.
Ah, you don't feel that bad
You
about
were
it.
wise to let him come.
You're his big
He's
sister.
earned the right. Stubborn as stone, but he's had to be. The war demanded it. And so have I.
Your captivity.
Aratak told me you were a captive of the Karja for a long time. It sounded bad.
For Aratak, it all comes back to that. He thinks the Karja changed me. They did not. They merely sharpened my focus. When all else is lost, you think about what's truly important. The spirit. The blue light. The beyond. And my brother, too. Every time I felt the chill northern wind, I thought of him. Worried for him.
Hardock and the war.
What did the war do to Aratak?
He cut away everything until only his true self remained. Unyielding ice. No Banuk has more sheer will. He fought the Karja for 1,000 freezing nights, yet always rallied his hunters at sunrise. It is said he endured 23 wounds in those years. His hunters counted them. He never complains of one. Instead, he complains that life with me is harder. He's right. What have I ever given him but struggle?
Silence.
Now that I'm chieftain of the Werak, I don't suppose I can order you to tell me about Silence?
Aratak would never have presumed to grasp for a secret of the Conclave. But you are not Aratak, and if you have dealt with Silence, your need is well apparent. Silence came to Ban-Ur from the distant north, a young shaman of the Owl's Watch. A remote Werak that rarely comes south to parley.
Silence was a shaman.
He was. Or at least, when we sent runners to ask the Owl's Watch, they said he was. His knowledge of the machines was beyond compare, and he was hungry to trade what he knew to the rest of us. It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave, and eventually, an invitation to attend.
What about you? Did you trust him?
No. But he impressed me. He carried himself with poise and authority. I wanted to learn from him, but that was not to be. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom, a month's march from Ban-Ur. He met with us there, as is custom at high winter. But when we next returned, the caves had been looted. Relics of the old world stolen. Holes cut in ice and metal.
Yeah, that'd be Silence, all right.
He vanished with the spoils. We sent our best trackers after him. None returned. And when we checked back with the Owl's Watch, those who had vouched for him were gone. As though he never existed. Some in the Conclave began to doubt he was even Banuk to begin with.
And what do you think?
He committed an unforgivable sacrilege. He's unscrupulous and dangerous. But also brilliant, skilled, and knowledgeable without equal. Except, perhaps, for you. Anyone else I would warn off, but you may be able to treat with him safely. Just don't lower your guard.
I'll keep that in mind, Horea. Thanks.
Thunder's drum.
What are we gonna find up there, Horea?
Ruins, machines, and a door, like that of a cauldron. I have faith that you can find a way through it, Aloy. For beyond it lies the spirit. I know I can find her there. Though I do not doubt the daemon has tried to hide the way.
Time to ascend.
It hasn't been easy for you, Horea. Getting back to this point.
It was all to hear her voice again. This time, we both will.
I'd like that.
Are you ready then? Once we ascend, it will be hard to turn back.
Hey, I'm the chieftain. Listen to me. You know that does no good, right? Well, I should probably let her know.
Finally, we ascend.
How? I don't see a way up.
Not up. Through.
No, brother!
Oh, it's the Olympics. The Winter Olympics.
The spirit awaits!
It's not all that awaits.
Smoke has been detected within the facility. This is not a drill. Please remain calm and proceed to the nearest exit. I repeat, this is not a drill.
So you see,
Please remain
I
calm
too can
and
call upon the
proceed to
power of the old
nearest
ones.
exit.
What was this place?
The spirit once told me that this all used to be part of its domain. A fortress that defended humankind from terrible danger.
Fortress. It looks more like a machine.
Is that not fitting? The blue light often dwells in machines.
Let's just hope that some remains here.
November 21st, 2064. It's been 3 years since I was last here, and 12 since I was running the place. Just a skeleton crew left, confused about why I'm here. So am I. Anita wants me to find a way to suspend operations for a while. Maybe a long while. And I don't know why. But from the sound of her voice, it was something terrifying. I wish I could look into her eyes, ask her what the hell she's so freaked out about, but what else is new? When don't I wish I could look into her eyes again?
Aloy? Were you listening for something?
There are memories here. Messages left by the old ones.
And you can hear them. I envy you. What did they say?
I'm not sure yet, Araya.
Ugh, she's so nosy, Aurea. It's a private conversation.
Once these halls rang with the spirit's presence.
Where are the handholds?
Here. Up and over.
This'll do nicely.
We must climb higher, and the path will become clear.
Mm-hmm.
That should do it. Varja can finish her forge fire now. Full already.
Yeah, I know. Alright, where are we going? Not there.
Yes, this way. We can make our way.
It's like Frankenstein's
Not much
lab,
farther
you know?
now.
Frankenstein.
Last we were here, we fought our way through there. But machines overcame us. We retreated, dropping supplies and taking losses. Now we must prevail, with only 2 warriors and a shaman to protect.
Aloy is no ordinary warrior. And I can hold my own. Even so, we could go that way instead. There are machines up there, but also cover. We could stay hidden, at least for a while.
All right, I get the options. Now follow my lead. Pipes, towers, steam, frost. What was all this for?
Oh, you too? What's so rude?
Forward or up? Choose.
Forward, of course. Who wants to sneak around in this game?
No room.
Bodies of all. It's a shame it's our last attempt. We may soon join them. Take whatever supplies are left to keep us alive a bit longer. Well, we have survived, where our king did not. These towers pulse with heat, like an Oseram forge.
With vibrations underfoot. Are they tapping into something underground?
Suspending the geothermal pipeline is the easy part. Making sure it can come back online without degradation is harder. It would help if Anita had told me how long it needs to be out. Years. Decades. That did to the character.
Let their efforts harden our hearts, steady our aim.
The far door was open the last time.
But Damon has closed it to us.
Then we'll find another way. Probably going to need it. Is this a projector? Maybe to show holograms without a focus. Let's see if I can restore power. Aratak Araya, you might see shapes drawn from light. Don't be alarmed.
It'll take more than light.
Thank you for being here, everyone. I suppose it's not every day you get to have cocktails inside an active volcano, right? Unless you're George, and and I can hardly blame him for drinking on the job. None of this would be here without our beloved director, Kenny Chow. So, here's to you, Kenny. You put a cork in the Yellowstone caldera. I'd say you deserve a margarita.
Hold your glasses, everyone. I'd like to add something. This effort wouldn't have been possible without our lead programmer. Thank you, Anita, for bringing us our real mastermind, Cyan.
I'll second that, Director Chow. All right, Cyan. What's our latest number? The current count is 1,654. Wow, then drink up, everyone. Here's to 1,654 more years without interruption.
It was the spirit. The old ones. I could only grasp some of what they said.
You were right, Araya. This place was built to stop something terrible. And it worked. As for the spirit, I'm starting to get an idea of what it could be.
The door is open now. We can get through. There. Below. Door to the mountain. New metal.
Dead metal. You could not pass it before.
We will this time. We have to.
How the score is set up.
Score to settle the mountain. Oh, just yell at it. It'll do just that much good.
We'll have to carve through a lot of machines to get to that door.
More than the Werak could prevail against before.
The geothermal plant can be suspended. Cooling system masked. Massive challenges solved. So why am I so nervous about the next part? All we need to do is install Anita's mysterious software and perception.
Ready or not.
Oh boy, combat just becomes a mess after a while.
I'd have to leave something else behind. Save these for the trail. There we go.
More machines. Make ready.
Ah, it's such a tiny platform to fight this big ass thing on, you know?
Stock in songs of deeds, but that battle was a verse worth singing.
Now, Aloy, the door. Can
What
you
a
open it?
patience, man. Door, door, door. That's all I hear from you all day.
Years have passed since I stood here. Since then, the daemon has taken over.
It's like an infection. Attacking all this machinery.
Everything has changed. It's twisted. The path I took to get to the spirits, lost to us.
We'll find a new path, Araya. I promise.
Yeah, quit freaking out. Damn weirdo.
All right. Let's go.
Yes, and finish this.
All right. Down we go. This way.
It's like a rave.
I'm with you, brother.
get past that vent. Stay here until I find a way for all of us to cross. Can't see why they closed the vent from here. I'll have to go over.
How do you want me to get up there? Ugh, can't see a thing. Too damn dark. Oh, really? Oh. I didn't even see the spark before it got me. Just said something about timing, and it's just like, oh, okay. Wait, where am I going now? Up here?
We'll wait for you to show us the way.
I have no idea. Why? It's not real obvious where to go. There's no more handholds. That's too far away to jump from. Right? Can't go this way. Very clearly wants me to go this way.
These conveyors should get me across. This looks promising. Excellent. Looks like I need to get across to extend the bridge. That circular device. What does it do? This should get me up there.
Ah, so damn dark.
Okay, let's see what this does. That didn't. I think it's up.
Is there something else?
Okay, let's get them across. Come on over, it's safe.
Wow. Relatively safe.
This place looks more like the mountain used to be before the daemon ruined it.
What is this?
Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. To any human responder. My systems have been compromised by a malware daemon of unknown origin. Trace routes have confirmed this entity's designation as Hephaestus. It must be stopped at all costs. It has reconfigured this facility to build hospitals. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional data to their platform.
The spirit speaks to us.
a recording. And a warning. Hephaestus. But it was part of Zero Dawn, part of Gaia.
This name is familiar to you?
Yes, but I don't know what it's doing here.
Perhaps the spirit will tell us if it left more messages.
Maybe you're right. Let's keep moving.
I thought about just shutting it down, but I can't risk it being disoriented or even damaged on reboot. How do you tell the emotional equivalent of a child that I mean, she will need to go into a coma, maybe for years. And what exactly is she going to wake up to?
Machines being made, as the spirit said.
Frost claws.
I'll try to find a way through.
Okay, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching Horizon Zero Dawn, Frozen Wilds on PlayStation 4 Pro. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.